3 a.m. in the city still, but my mind just can't stand still. I'm staring at a little screen, quiet as most fragile scene. The feed keeps loading a distant hum, waiting for a feeling to become something more than just a ghost, the one I always miss the most. And I'm lost in this blue light glow, a digital heartache, a lonely show, scrolling past 1,000 lights, looking for the truth in your eyes. The pixels blur a fading stream, just living in a broken dream, haunted by your smiling face, lost in this empty, quiet space.
I found a photograph of you and me beneath the moon, so wild and free. Your hand was on my shoulder then. I swear I lived that night again. I put the old song on the stereo, the one that made the feeling grow, and every note a perfect sound reminds me we're not together now. And all I want is just to rewind, go back to the place we left behind, before the words that cut so deep, before the promises we couldn't keep. Yeah, just to
about going back to the beginning. It was about going back to that one night on the porch. The last night we were truly happy. I wish I could live in the moment forever. Just to rewind. Just to rewind. I just wanna rewind. Just one more time. The bags are packed by the bedroom door. Been there 1,000 times before. One foot in the hallway, one in the room. Trapped in a silent, lonely tomb. A midnight call, a whispered plea. Just one more chance for you and me. And every time I fall right into a place where we can never win. This is the longest goodbye. Beneath the tired, fading sky, we're walking backwards from the end, pretending that we can still mend a love that's already dead and gone, still holding on till the dawn. This is the longest goodbye, a bitter final, silent light. I remember when it was a start, a brand new life, a work of art. Now it's just a faded page, lost in a cold and lonely age. Every text, a single word, a final thought I've already heard. We're on a loop we can't get off, just a hollow, empty call. This is the longest goodbye. Beneath the tired, fading sky, we're walking backwards from the end, pretending that we can still mend a love that's already dead and gone, still holding on until the dawn. This is the longest goodbye, a bitter final, silent light. Quietly, I don't even know when it began, the end. I mean, we said it's over so many times that the words lost all their meaning. I think we just got tired of fighting. This isn't a goodbye. It's just the longest goodbye. The longest goodbye. The longest goodbye. The longest goodbye. Yeah. Final line.
someone on the street today, from behind. They had the same walk, the same jacket. And for a second, my heart just stopped. And I swear I felt the old feeling. It's not the memories that hurt the most. It's the moment they sneak up on you.
So familiar. Yeah, so familiar. This familiar, for
Sunrise creeping through the blinds, cuts across an empty glass. I trace the rim with my finger, trying to make the moment last. The sound of traffic down below, a rhythm that we used to know. Now it's just a lonely hum, waiting for a call that doesn't come. And oh, this room is still the same. I whisper out your forgotten name, trying to fill the silence here, fighting back a faded tear. It's in the air, it's in the sound, everywhere I turn around. I'm living in the space you left behind. The coffee maker makes enough for two. Habits die so hard, it's true. I leave your mug out on the side, nowhere left for me to hide. From all the little things you were, a faded scent, a distant blur, hanging in the afternoon light, just another endless night. And oh, this room is still the same. I whisper out your forgotten name, trying to fill the silence here, fighting back a faded tear. It's in the air, it's in the sound, everywhere I turn around. I'm living in the space you left behind. It's funny, you think it's the big things you'll miss, the arguments, the laughter, but it's not. It's the way the floorboards don't creak under your weight anymore. It's the quiet, God, it's the quiet. The space you left, living in the space you left behind. Yeah, just living in the space you The sun is up, the sky is gray. Just another ordinary day. Pour a cup I know I won't drink. Gives me a little time to think. Remember when you'd fill it up? Say hurry now before it's rough. That warmth is just a memory, fading out in front of me. And it's just another cold coffee morning. strong you made it. Said it was too bitter. But this is a different kind of bitter. The kind that settles deep in your bones. The kind that comes from waiting too long. Cold coffee mornings. Another one. Yeah, cold coffee morning. Since you've been
just a crack. The street lamp glows and won't look back. The quiet hum of the refrigerator, a constant drone, a slow-moving freighter. My phone lights up, a notification, but it's just some old conversation. 1,000 pixels of frozen frame, and nothing feels quite the same. There's a static in the air, a tension that was always there, a buzzing noise behind my eyes, spoken truths, 1,000 lies. It fills the spaces in the room, chasing away the coming gloom, but it's just empty sound. I know, nowhere left for me to go. I put my hand on the stereo, just to feel the way it used to glow, searching for a signal, any sign of a love that used to be all mine. I turn the dial when music's gone, just white noise until the dawn. A million channels, no clear sound, lost and never to be found. And there's a static in the air, a tension that was always there, a buzzing noise behind my eyes, unspoken truths, 1,000 lies. It fills the spaces in the room, chasing away the coming gloom, but it's just empty sound. I know, nowhere left for me to go.
Quietly, I always thought it was just the silence between us. You know, the times when we had nothing left to say. But it wasn't silence. It was this hum, this static, the sound of everything we didn't say.
Static in the air. Yeah, static. And it's
The city sleeps a million lights, but my room is a different kind of night. I turn the lamp on by the bed just to chase the words you never said. Your scent still lingers on the pillow, a lonely kind of weeping willow.
a shaky fable. I remember dancing in this space, trying to put a smile on your face. Now the needle's stuck, a quiet loop, just me and this lonely little group of ghosts you left for me to see. The ghosts of you and the ghosts of me. And I'm still feeling the afterglow, something I can't let go, a burning ember in the dark, leaving a lonely little mark. It's just the memory of your touch, the feeling that I love so much. It's all I have to hold on to, this faded, bitter shade of you.
Quietly, I always thought the hardest part would be the silence, the emptiness. But it's not. It's the echoes. The faint light still hanging in the air from what we were. It's the afterglow. It feels more real than this moment right now.
The afterglow, just the afterglow, a fading afterglow. I'm holding on to the afterglow. The window looks out on the street, 1,000 faces, 1,000 feet, but none of them are moving slow. A different rhythm, a different glow. My phone is silent on the sill, the only thing that's standing still. I check the screen 1,000 times, listening for the silent chimes. And I'm caught in a holding pattern, spinning like a dying star. The radio just spits and chatters, searching for a signal that's too far. I'm just circling the airport now, trying to figure out somehow how to land without a key, how to land right here with me. The walls feel closer every day. I watch the dust motes as they play in the lonely afternoon light, just waiting for the coming night. I've rearranged the furniture, but it doesn't seem to cure this ache of empty, vacant space, this longing for your tired face. And I'm caught in a holding pattern, spinning like a dying star. The radio just spits and chatters, searching for a signal that's too far. I'm just circling the airport now, trying to figure out somehow how to land without a key, how to land without your here. It's been weeks or months, I've lost track. I keep telling myself I'm not stuck, that I'm just waiting for a sign. But I think this isn't waiting, it's just a holding pattern. And I'm scared I'll be flying this plane forever.
shines a light on the living room door and on the table in the corner. It's something that I just ignore. Chrome is gleaming, but the lacquer is dull with time, a quiet attacker. A silence where the music used to be, just a constant hum for me. And there's dust on the turntable now, a stillness that you never allowed. The last album we ever played, a promise that we never made. Just sitting here lonely waiting on a love that sealed its fate. Just dust on the turntable now, a memory I won't allow. I chase the letters of the band with a careful, nervous hand. The same song that we used to spin, and let the lonely feeling in the quiet hum of the machine. A perfect, broken, fragile scene. The needle waits, but I won't move. I got too much left to prove. And there's dust on the turntable now, a stillness that you never allowed. The last album we ever played, a promise that we never made. Just sitting here lonely waiting on a love that sealed its fate. Just dust on the turntable now, a memory I won't
I used to think that sound was the absence of noise, but it's not. It's the sound of the silence. It's the sound of the dust settling. I can't bring myself to play it, because the dust is easier to look at than the memories it would bring.
Dust on the turntable. Just a little dust settling on a love that's now a memory.
wasn't a fight. It wasn't a big moment. I think that's the hardest part. The silence. We didn't break up. We just drifted. And one day, I looked over my shoulder and I couldn't even see the shore anymore.
Just drifting. Drifting away. Further ahead. Shows the strangest face, lost and broken in this space. A million cracks in the reflection, no simple, clear direction. My hand is trembling, cold and numb, waiting for the quiet to become something that I can understand. Lost and alone in this bitter and I'm shattered into a million pieces, each one a memory that never ceases to cut so deep, to make me bleed. A lonely kind of lonely need. I'm just a pile of broken glass, a fading moment in the past. No way to put it back in place. Just a look on your tears
3